Hello students, welcome back to the another session of social studies. Today we are on lesson number 2, looking at the earth. So let's begin with the warm-up session. Take an orange, peel it off and look at it carefully. Do not throw away the skin. So this is a picture of an orange. Now after peeling it out, you have to see. First you have to observe the orange. Then after that, before peeling up the orange, you have to observe. Then after peeling up the orange, you have to look it very carefully. Now again, after that, you need to answer some questions. What is the shape of the orange? How does the orange look like? It looks like it is round in shape. Next, how does it look at the top and the bottom? The top and the bottom, how does it look? It is flat. How does it look in the middle? In the middle, how does it look? It is very bulge. Okay. Now we are going to study about the shape of the earth. This was the example of the earth. How does it look? Now let's see what is the shape of the earth. Our planet Earth is round like an orange. However, it is not a perfect round. It is spherical in shape. So the earth is not fully round in shape. It is spherical in shape. It is a little flat at the top and the bottom and has a bulge in the middle. Just like the orange, it is flat at the top as well as at the bottom. And it is bulge. Phula hua hai. Okay? In olden days, people used to believe that the earth was flat. In the olden days, what people used to think? They used to think that the earth is flat. They believed that they would fall off the earth's edge if they traveled too far. So people in olden days, they used to think that earth is flat, and if they travel, they will fall down from the edge of the earth. Next, about 500 years ago, there was a Portuguese sailor named Ferdinand Magellan. He started on a long journey from Spain and kept sailing for days. The voyage was long and dangerous. Voyage means journey. After many years, his ship reached the same place from where it had started without falling off the edge. So Ferdinand Magellan was a Portuguese sailor who started a long journey from Spain, and he was the man who proved that earth was round. The place from where he started, after making a long journey, he came back to that place itself. So thereafter, everybody came to know that earth is not flat, it is spherical in shape. Magellan's journey proved that the earth was round. Later, astronauts started going to space and confirmed that the earth is round. Now, in order to know more about the earth, we have some tools to study the earth. The first is globe. The earth is huge in size. We need a model of the earth to study it. A globe is a small round model of the earth. A globe tells us how the oceans, countries, and continents are placed on the Earth's surface. But it has some advantages. So, in order to study the Earth, was globe was made. It was a model of the Earth. In the globe, people can have a look on the countries, people can have look on the continents as well as on the oceans. So let us have a look on the globe. So this is a globe. Here we can see the names of different countries. Then here we have India on the southern part of the Asia. Then we also have continents. How many continents we have? We have 7 continents. And we also have oceans. There is blue oceans referred as oceans. It is covered by water on all the sides of the countries. Okay, so this was a model presented in order to study the Earth. If a people travels from one place to another in order to locate the places, what they used to do, they used to have a look on the globe and then they used to take the globe along with them. For example, if they have to visit if they have to go to Pakistan, for example, if they have to go to Pakistan, they used to have a look on the globe and they used to locate the places from which way they will go. Same likewise, if people wants to travel to India also, they used to refer the globe and see the direction through which they can come to India. But it has some disadvantages also. What are the disadvantages we will see? We can only see half of the Earth at a time on a globe. We need to rotate the globe to see the other half. So, every time if we want to see a particular place or country, what we have to do? We have to keep on rotating the globe. Rotating the globe. For example, if we want to see China, where is China? We have to have a deep look and then we have to keep on rotating the globe and see where is China. It is here, and China is a neighboring country of India. So this was the first disadvantage of using globe. Next, it is not possible to study the places on the globe in detail because of its small size. So the globe is very small in size and the writings are also very small. So we have to see, we have to observe carefully and then we have to see the names of the places. So it was very difficult. Next, it is difficult to carry a globe from one place to another. So since the globe is huge in size, people cannot take the globe inside their bag because of the size. So it was very difficult for the people to carry globe wherever they are traveling. So this was the disadvantages of globe. Now, there was a solution which was taken up. And what is the solution? The solution was maps. Maps were designed to solve these problems. So map was the ultimate solution to solve the problems which are faced by using globe. Now there is an activity. Look at a globe and find out the answers to the following questions. Look at the countries on the opposite side of India. Name any 2. So, this is India. So, on the opposite of India, we have many countries. So out of these countries, you have to name any two. So I have written Pakistan and China. So you can write different answers. It is not necessary that you have to write Pakistan and China. You can write different countries. Next, it is a daytime in India now. What would be the time in a country that lies opposite to India on the globe? We know that when the sun rays are on the other side of the globe, it has day, and the other side which doesn't receive any light from the sun, it has night. So ultimately the answer will be night. Now next question is, when it is night time in Delhi, will it be daytime in Mumbai? Answer will be no. Why no? Because Delhi and Mumbai are in India. They are not from other countries. So if Delhi has a night time, same likewise Mumbai will also have nights. Next topic is on map. A map is a drawing of the earth on a flat surface or paper. Unlike a globe, we can see the entire earth with all the land and water bodies at once, at one glance on a map. So let's have a look on the map. So this is a world map. So this was a solution in place of the globe. Here we don't have to keep on rotating because here we can see the entire world. We can see India, we can see China, we can see Russia, Australia, the oceans, Indian Ocean. We can see the Arabian Ocean. We can see the Bay of Bengal also. The Atlantic Oceans, South Atlantic Ocean, North Atlantic Oceans. Then here Arctic Ocean. Then we can also see the Pacific Oceans. Then comes the continents. We can see continents like Australia. We can see Asia. This is Asia. Then we can see Antarctica, North America, South America. Okay, everything is visible on this map. Next. A map helps us study different landforms and water bodies on the earth's surface more closely. We can fold or roll a map and carry it very easily. So we can carry the maps very easily by folding it, by rolling it. Not like globe. Globe we cannot roll, we cannot fold. So it has become very difficult for people to carry globe. But map, we can fold it, we can roll it, and simply we can put it inside a bag. There are very large maps called wall maps. We hang these maps on the walls. There is a special book of maps called Atlas. So there is a book on map which is known as Atlas. Now looking at the earth. When the astronauts traveled to space and looked at the earth from there, they saw a big ball, blue ball with green and brown spots. The land appears in green and brown color, while the water in blue. The large areas of land are continents and water bodies are oceans. So when the astronauts traveled to space and had a look on the earth's surface, what they saw, they saw a blue ball. They saw a blue ball with green and brown spots. With green and brown spots. Now what does it mean? The land appears in green and brown color. All the lands appears in green and brown colors. Then water bodies, they are in blue color. The large areas of land are continents and water bodies are oceans. So continents and water bodies. Continents and water bodies of lands are known as continents, and these bluish portions are known as the oceans. Okay. Now oceans. Oceans are large bodies of water on the earth. They have salty water. The Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean, and Antarctic Ocean are the 5 oceans on the earth. The Pacific Ocean is the deepest and the largest ocean in the world. So how many oceans we have? We have 5 oceans. According to the largest to the smallest, the names are given: the Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean, and Antarctic Ocean. Among these 5 oceans, which is the largest and deepest ocean? It is the Pacific Ocean. Now about continents. The large areas of land on the earth's surface are called continents. The land in each continent is available in different forms called landforms. Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, and Australia are the 7 continents. Asia is the largest and Australia is the smallest continent in the world. So how many continents are there? There are 7 continents. According to the largest to the smallest, we have Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, and Australia. Then, which is the largest continent? Asia. Asia is the largest continent. And which is the smallest continent? It is Australia. Okay. Now this was about the chapter. Now let's do the exercises. Fill in the blanks. Dash is the round model of the earth. What is the answer? Globe. The smallest continent is Australia. Dash are the largest land masses on the earth's surface. So the land masses are known as the continents. Large maps that are hung on walls are called world maps. Next, Dash is the smallest continent. Which is the smallest continent? The question is repeated twice. The second question also, the smallest continent is Australia. Next, again the question is repeated. Dash is the smallest continent. It is Australia. Next, we have choose the correct answer. What is the shape of the earth? The shape of the earth is, options are triangle, rectangle, spherical, square. We know that the earth's shape is spherical, flat at the top as well as on the bottom, and bulge in the middle. Which is the largest continent? South America, Asia, Australia, Europe. So the largest continent is Asia. What is a book of maps called? Maps, globes, world maps, atlas. Answer is atlas. How many oceans are there? 5, 6, 7, 8. So how many oceans are there? There are 5 oceans. It is a drawing of the earth on a flat surface or on paper. So the options are maps, globe, earth, planet. Answer is maps. So this was it. I hope so you have understood the chapter. So we will meet in the next session. Till then, take care and have a good day. Thank you.